All right, hello and welcome. What's up, everybody? Thanks for tuning in. We're just going to jump right off into this one. Thank you guys so much for 31,000 subscribers here on YouTube. We ripped from 30 to 31 and we're still climbing quick. So thank you for all the support. But you know what time it is. We need to color in another bar on the subscriber board. So let me grab that. Here it is, the infamous subscriber board. All right, here we go. One more time, 31,000. Thank you guys for the support. I appreciate it. Let's keep it rocking and ripping onward to 100K. That's the ultimate goal. You guys know the deal. I'm trying to get that YouTube silver play button, but I can't do it without you. So if you haven't already done so, please consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to have you guys on board with what we got going on over here. 31,000. Awesome. Also, we've been using the green marker for a while to color in the bars. If we can get it up to 40, I'm gonna pick a new color, probably something like yellow, and then we'll go to like orange, and then red, and then super dark red. Blast through the top of that thing. I can't wait to hit 100K, but slow and steady wins the race. It's definitely been a long haul here on this channel, but I'm down for the get down, and I won't stop until we make it. 100K on the way. I'm ready to do the work. So let's go ahead and get off into the rest of this video, which is going to be an unboxing. If you saw my previous video, you guys saw where we unboxed some deep diving crankbaits and the new rod that you see over my shoulder there. The new ESP 7-foot 9-inch medium moderate. Here it is right here, but one thing that we did not do in the previous video was mount a reel to this bad boy, and that is what we're gonna do today. I ordered the reel, it came, it's here, I have it now. I'm gonna show it to you. It's a reel that I don't already own. Gotta be careful with this long rod, make sure I don't smack it into the ceiling, but I'm excited for this new reel. Something that I've never tried before, something new. I believe it is a JDM reel if I'm not mistaken. When I ordered it, all the reviews were in Japanese, so pretty sure this is a JDM reel. So many Shimano models coming out lately. A lot of new stuff to hit the market. This is one of those reels that I believe has come out relatively recently. And here it is right here. We're gonna go ahead and unbox this thing. Full disclosure, I had to take a peek inside of the package. I had two really similar size and weight items show up at one time. One of them was the reel and the other one was totally unrelated. So I had to crack into here and make sure that I was actually gonna be unboxing the correct item on camera. I'm just gonna go ahead and take it out right now so you guys can see. What do you think it is? Go down below in the comments right now and leave your guesses before I show you the other side of this box. Boom. The SLX DC70. You guys know how I love my SLX DCs. I also love the smaller profile, shallow spool Shimanos like the Corrado 70 MGL. I have two of those and I love them, so I went ahead and sprung for the SLX DC70. This is the 6.3 to 1. If you watched that last video, you heard me talk about throwing maybe some square bills on this new rod. So this will be good for that. 6 to 1 gear ratio is my preference. Also, something that I failed to mention in that last video, I'm gonna be throwing smaller profile swim baits on this rod. I think it's gonna be perfect for that. It sort of hit me out of nowhere while I was editing that video that I didn't even mention it. Small profile swim baits like Kitech 3.3s on just a little swim bait head, or the Divine swim bait 3.3, 3.8s, etc. I think this is gonna be an excellent rod for those techniques. And this reel right here, also great for that. 6 to 1 is also my preference for throwing swim baits. So yeah, I really dig the blue. You guys know I love the blue. It's got a little bit of a sort of a titanium look to the outside on the finish instead of the solid black like the other SLX DCs, but nothing that you guys haven't seen before. Just another Shimano low profile, digitally controlled Baitcaster. One more look at that bad boy. I love the blue accents on here. 6.3 to 1. Pretty nice. Also got the SLX DC right there in black on the side. You got the anodized blue tension knob right there on the reel handle, and then the spool, or arbor, as I've recently learned that it is called, hence the arbor knot, which is the knot that I'm going to use to attach my fluorocarbon to this thing. I'm about to get this attached to the rod. I'm going to spool it up with some Sunline FC crank 12-pound fluorocarbon. Let's go ahead and get these paired up together. See what this thing looks like mounted up. Regulator, mount up. And there it is, guys. What do you think? Spin it around, show you the other side. The new ESP with the SLX DC70. Looking pretty crispy. I ain't mad at it. Let's get this thing spooled up. Also, I want to mention, I'm sorry for the cicadas. Cicadas are going crazy out in the trees right now. Nothing I can do about it. I know it's probably annoying here on camera, but if I tell them to shut up, they just get louder. So Gotta pretend like they're not out there and just roll with the punches, man. Nothing I can do. It's also extremely hot out here in the garage today. My Lord, it's cooking outside in the garage, but I don't want to turn the fan on because that will just be 2 layers of background noise messing with you guys. But honestly, we're lucky that some joker isn't out there running a wood chipper. So let's go ahead and get this rod spooled up with some new FC crank fluorocarbon, and then we'll get a bait tied onto this bad boy. Awesome. Stoked on the new reel. Looks pretty crispy. Excited to try it out. 70. I'm digging the 70 size reels here lately. 12-pound Sunline FC crank. This is my favorite line for cranking. This is what I prefer right here for throwing the cranks. It's not cheap, but it's high quality. Got my spooling station set up over here. All right, I got you guys moved so you can kind of see what's going on here. This isn't a teaching you how to spool up your baitcaster video. This is just me showing you how I do it. Every time I do this, it seems like I get a lot of opinions on what I should have done differently or what somebody else does instead, and that's totally cool. There are a bunch of different ways to do this, and you guys are free to do it however you see fit. This is just how I do it. Freaking bugs. It is scorching hot out here, dudes. I can't take it. I gotta throw the fan on. Sorry, there's probably gonna be a little bit of background noise other than the cicadas. This video is ruined already. All right, I know you guys can hear that, but hopefully it's not too annoying. It is what it is. It's a full-blown steamer out here in the garage, so it had to be done. All right, I got the line through the line guides on the rod, and I'm just gonna go through the line guide on the reel, around the spool, and then arbor knot it up, full blown. If you guys don't know how to tie an arbor knot, you can look up videos and tutorials on how to do that. But that's the knot that I'm gonna use here. And there we go. Arbor knot complete. Trim off that tag end. Tighten down that drag. We should be good to go. Start spooling. Now, one thing that I will see some people have trouble with is they'll say that when they're spooling up their reel, the line is thicker on one side than it is on the other. Like it'll be bulked up on the left or right side. How you avoid that is you keep tension on the spool of line while you're spooling it up. The best way to do that is to just get a cheap line spooling apparatus off of Amazon. You can find them really cheap, or you could spring for a nicer one, but I just ordered one off of Amazon, like 20 bucks or less, and it does the job great. And that is how you keep your line from getting pushed over or from becoming thicker on one side of the reel when you're spooling up fresh line. But we're ready to go here. I got my spooling station set up, so I've got good tension on the spool. We're gonna be good to go. It's gonna be even, no doubt. Trouble-free, no issues. Just blow and go until it's full. It should go on there perfectly even. It's looking good. 70 size spool, so it's not going to take as much of my expensive fluorocarbon to fill this reel. That's one of my favorite things about these 70 size baitcasters. I'm already almost full. All right, I've reached the end of my spool of FC fluorocarbon, and that is about perfect anyway. All right, go ahead and show you guys what we ended up with. As you can see, I got my 12-pound Sunline FC crank fluorocarbon spooled up, connected to the arbor of the reel with an arbor knot, and she's just about full, maybe just a little bit under maximum capacity. That's okay. Now we can get to the fun part. Tie a bait onto this bad boy. Now I mentioned swim baits earlier, and for this setup, that's what I'm gonna start out with. I'm gonna go with a 3/8 ounce Baby Shad Devon swim bait jig head and a Kitech 3.8 inch fat swing impact trailer. This is the Pro Blue Red Pearl color. It's a nice little shad imitation, really natural. There's a look at that bad boy. A little bit darker on top, a little bit lighter on bottom. I'm gonna grab my 3/8 ounce Devon swim bait jig head. It's got that screw lock on there. One of my favorite features about the 6th Sense swim bait heads and Devon swim jigs. Straight through the center of the Kitech. Get it as even as I can, dead center. Come out the back. That right there. And then we just start screwing that bad boy on. Bend the tail around the bend of the hook. And just go all the way until you reach the head of the bait. And that right there is a killer little soft plastic paddle tail swim bait option. Fish out here on my lake are keyed in on tiny little bait fish. So I need to show them something with a smaller, slimmer profile. And I also need to be able to get out there a little bit farther. Longer rod's gonna help me load up and cast this at a distance. Let this thing sink down, slow roll it through some of those suspending fish. Hopefully get smoked by a monstro. I'm gonna tie this bait on using the good old improved clinch knot. I do 8 wraps. 8 wraps for Troy Aikman. Number 8 was my favorite number when I was a kid. Still is my favorite number. Clip that tag, and we are good to go. Rigged and ready for the water. One thing I like about these ESP rods is the bait keeper is on top. I like that. Bait keeper on top. There we go. Now the only thing left to do is to go out and catch a fish on this thing. What do you guys think? You think that'll catch one? The new ESP 7-foot 9-inch medium power moderate action rod with the Shimano 70 SLX DC reel, Kitech 3.8 fast swing impact on the back of a Devon jig head, swim bait head from 6th Sense Fishing. And that's the deal. That's gonna be the setup for this for right now. Also, probably gonna throw some bigger square bills like the Crush 100s or the Mini Mag square bills from 6th Sense. Those will be 2 really good options for this rod. I think that's just what comes to mind. I don't know. We're gonna have to get out there, trial and error, find out. But you guys let me know what you think of the new setup. I'm excited to get out there and start throwing this thing. And there you have it. Just a quick unboxing and setup of the new SLX DC paired up with the ESP rod. Sorry for the background noise. I know the cicadas are screaming. I got the fan going. It's super hot out here. I took a break from watching the UFC fights. It's actually fight night right now. TJ Dillashaw is fighting Corey Sandhagen. So I'm gonna go back inside, watch the rest of the fights, get ready for the main event. I know I have some fight fans watching here on the channel. Some of you guys probably know that I tend to watch most of the UFC fights. So that's what I'm gonna go inside and do. Go inside, stay cool for the rest of the day. But I just wanted to show you guys the new reel since it did show up. Got it set up. It's a quick little setup vid. Tying on a little soft paddle tail swim bait. That's what I'm gonna start out throwing on this new setup. You guys let me know what you would use this for. What do you think a 7-foot 9-inch medium moderate rod should be used for? I'm interested to hear your guys' take on it. What would you throw on here? Also, let me know what you think about the new SLX DC. If you want to check out this rod or any of the 6th Sense baits that you see on the tackle wall behind me, you can check out 6thsensefishing.com. Use my code JR10 at checkout for 10% off. Shout outs to all my JR10 code users. Much love. I've been getting a lot of screenshots lately from you guys, and you continue to blow me away with your support. Can't thank you guys enough. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I got one more thing I want to show you guys before we wrap this up. I have a couple new pairs of Waterlands that just showed up, and let's go ahead and crack off into here. Waterland just did a big restock of all of their frame styles, and I went ahead and picked up a couple that I didn't already have. These right here are the Blue Mirror Slaunch models. Check these out. Hey, I really like these actually. I wasn't sure how I would feel about these slaunches, but that's not bad at all right there. Those are pretty slick. Stoked on those. Nice. Some people get mad when I wear sunglasses in the garage in the videos. I don't understand at all. They're like, why are you wearing sunglasses inside? It's bright out here, dude. I got blue eyes. I have light sensitivity because of the color of my eyes, and sunglasses are a necessity. Also, you got to keep in mind that I control the exposure on the camera, so if it looks dark to you, chances are it's not really dark outside. Got one more pair here we're gonna look at though. These right here are super 90s style, flashy. These are the Ketchum frames with the white and orange. Check these bad boys out. I've been excited to get my hands on some of these. Ooh, those are gnarly. Yes, I'm all about it, dude. I'm all about it. Born in the 80s, raised in the 90s, and that right there is straight up Macho Man Randy Savage style. I dig it, dude. Check those bad boys out. Those are some, oh my God. Drop my slaunches, but they're okay. Angler born, quality built. They're durable. They can handle a drop or two. I've put my original blue mirrored Hybros through the absolute ringer since I got them, and they don't have a scratch on them. Waterland, some of the best shades in the game. Premium quality at not a premium price. And heads up, I can now save you more money than I ever could. Waterlandco.com, JR15 at checkout for 15% off these bad boys. They got something for everybody. If you like the normal style, they got the slaunches. I also wear the Hybros a lot. You see them here on the channel a lot when I'm out there on the lake. That's generally what I'm wearing, the Hybros, but I'm stoked on these slaunches. And these right here, like I said, ooh yeah, brother. they're right up my alley. I will be rocking these too. Some of you might think they're dumb, but I love them, and that's all that matters. And I will continue to wear my shades in the garage if I feel like it. Much love, everybody. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video. Thank you for 31,000 subscribers. Check out 6 Sense Fishing. Check out Waterland. JR10 for the win. JR15 for 15% off the shades. But that's about all I got for you today. That about does it. That about wraps her on up. So I'm going to say goodbye for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Out there throwing the new setup with a little swim bait, hopefully smashing on some tanks. Later.